Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today I thought I would sit down and answer some of your questions about Onlyfans. Firstly, yes, I do have an Onlyfans. I've had it for a while. Let's discuss. But before I jump into that, hi, I'm Ellierose Kelly. This is my main channel where I do drunk videos, Q&As, a day in my life, what I eat in a day, drunk videos, lifestyle, fashion videos, everything basically on this channel. And I also have a reaction channel where I upload pretty much daily, so make sure to subscribe here if you're not subscribed, and make sure to go and subscribe over there for daily videos. So I asked on my Instagram if anybody had any OnlyFans questions and we'd sit down and discuss, and I got a hell of a lot of replies. A good 80% of the questions I got were, where's your link? So the link will be in the description below. Go check it out. I think the best place to start is what made you start an OnlyFans and also what made you start a YouTube channel. I answered them both, but I'll start with YouTube to get it out of the way. I started my YouTube channel when I was about, I think like 13, 14, because I was homeschooled and I had no friends and I had nothing else to do really, and I was obsessed with watching YouTubers all the time, like back in the day, British YouTubers, and I wanted to sort of be like them, and I wanted to start it, and so I did, and here we are. But that's why I started. OnlyFans, I actually saw a few people do I made this amount of money in a month on OnlyFans videos, and they were going around. It was kind of like a trend a year before I started, maybe more, I think around that amount of time. And so many YouTubers were doing it. I think I remember watching Millie T's video specifically, and I was like, do you know what? Why not? This would be a fun video idea. Maybe I'll get some money out of it, even if I don't, like it's just a fun YouTube idea. And I started it, and I've never posted nudes on my OnlyFans. I personally wouldn't feel comfortable sending nudes on to people I don't know and having like pictures of myself on the internet, you know, naked. I wouldn't want to do that. The only thing that is on my OnlyFans are bikini pictures and lingerie pictures, both of which are on my Instagram as well. Different pictures, but like the same sort of thing. So to me, I don't feel like I'm doing anything necessarily wrong. Even if you're posting naked pictures of yourself, that's down to you. You do you, it's up to you. But personally, I just didn't want to. So I was doing the video, and I can't remember how much I made, to be completely honest. It would be in that video, you can go and watch it if you want, it's still up on my channel. But I remember sitting there thinking like, I've not done too much work and I've made a fair amount of money, you know, for somebody who was working at the time and was doing YouTube and stuff like that. And so I was just like, okay, so I did the video and I kept my OnlyFans up, but I didn't post on it for about a month, maybe 2 months. And then, because I didn't feel comfortable with it, and a few people were saying to me like, oh, are you gonna carry on OnlyFans? And I was like, I don't think so, I don't think so. And I just decided one day, I was like, do you know what? I was going on my OnlyFans because I hadn't been on it, and I still had so many subscribers and people were still tipping me and I was still earning money even though I wasn't doing anything. And I was like, do you know what? Let me just post a picture in a bikini again and see what happens. And it became quite a regular thing. I would post like one picture a week and I would get quite a lot of people subscribe to it. And naturally in my head, as I think most people would, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking I'm taking one picture in a bikini, which people see me in public if I'm on a beach or I'm on holiday, on an app, basically Instagram. People are paying to look at this picture. Why would I not continue doing that? Do you know what I mean? And maybe that sounds very like sluggish, or I don't know, that's down to you. But to me, it was just more of a like, why wouldn't I? And I was still kind of unsure, and I spoke to a few friends about it, I spoke to my partner about it, and everyone was just sort of like, dude, like it's fine, like you're not posting nudes, which even if you were, again, you do you, but like, you know, you're posting pictures that you would post on your Instagram. The only, like, people see you in a bikini on holiday, like, what's the issue? And I was like, you know what, you're right. And then it got to the point where I was like doing pretty okay, and I was earning a very similar amount of what I was earning at my job, which I was so unhappy in. My job was terrible. I enjoyed the work, but as you've known if you've watched me for a while, I used to work in retail, a particular retail store, actually in a particular retail charity store, and it was not good. I was pretty much bullied and targeted, as was one of the other girls that I worked with. and there was just, we got accused of so many different things, and we had to, I was there for about 2-3 years, and it was the worst 2-3 years of my life. I'm so sorry if I'm ranting in this video and I'm like really over explaining my answers, but I just felt like this is a really interesting video, and it'll be helpful for me to just sit down and talk about it. But when I started my reaction channel, I started earning a little bit of money, and I was like, with my YouTube channel and my OnlyFans, I'm earning more money than I'm doing at my current job. So I handed in my notice, I quit, because I was like, I can earn even more now that I have all this free time, not all this free time, but now I can purely focus on OnlyFans and YouTube, which is now why I upload daily, and I do quite a bit more on my OnlyFans. But yeah, that's initially why I started YouTube video, and then I realised that I was earning quite good money from it, and I was so unhappy in my job, and I was, like I said, I was getting bullied and targeted, and it was just not, it wasn't good for my own mental health. I spent weeks in bed, like not being able to go in, having doctor's notes from anxiety and work stress just because it was such a terrible work environment. And I was just like, do you know what, if I can post 1 or 2 pictures a week in a bikini or in some lingerie, which again I would post on my Instagram and I have done for brand deals and stuff, why would I not? You can say that's money hungry, you can say that that's greedy, but like to me that was the best thing to do at the time. So yeah, that's initially why I started. What's the worst thing somebody has asked you to do? Like I said, I don't post nudes, naked pictures, or I post videos of like me in a mirror, or like me twirling around in like an outfit, but I won't post like any like sexual things. And a few people have asked me to like of like sending pictures of myself in a specific outfit or like specific lingerie, like rubbing myself or doing something sexual, and which it's not really like a terrible thing to ask for, like you're on OnlyFans, obviously that is what some people do use the app for, but because it's not something that I'm comfortable with, I'm just like, it's a bit like, no thanks. What do you think about people that find feet attractive? Weird or totally fine? Honestly, I've made a good maybe 45% of my OnlyFans income purely from feet pics. I don't care. Like, it's not my kind of thing. I don't necessarily look at feet and go, do you know what, they're hot, but if somebody wants to give me money to send a picture of my foot instead of me in lingerie, fucking go for it, I don't care. Hell yeah. Did you know going in that this could be a platform in which you inspire people? I did not. I did not know that at all. And I'm just happy that everybody's getting something out of it, and you know, it's fun and it's, you know, something to do. And like I said, like obviously I'm not gonna say money doesn't matter, because OnlyFans and YouTube are literally my only income streams right now. So the reason I can pay rent and live where I'm living, and the reason I can freaking, you know, buy things, and the reason I can live is because of amazing people on OnlyFans and YouTube who watch my videos and who tip me and stuff like that. It's amazing that I can also inspire people, and that it's more than just, you know, hey, give me money, because I hate that so much. Like I hate the idea of being like, oh yeah, you know, transfer me money. Like, it's just such an awkward thing to do. And like a few people have told me to make a Patreon, and I just thought, why would I have a Patreon if you have an OnlyFans? And I was like, you either have a Patreon or you have an OnlyFans. And they were like, no, not necessarily, because Patreon is for people who want to help you and, you know, who might want exclusive content. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bikini pics or lingerie pics. And you know, we were talking about it, and I might do it just because I didn't want it to come across like, give me money, like, you know, I need money, and all like money hungry. But at the same time, there are videos of mine on my reaction channel that get blocked worldwide, not even just, you know, demonetized. Like most of my content, a good 85% of my content on my reaction channel is demonetized and ineligible for monetization, so I don't get paid for it. But obviously I enjoy doing it, and you lot want these particular songs or these particular things, so I'm going to do them. But yeah, if I could put that on a Patreon and people paid to obviously get the exclusive content, yes, I'd be able to, you know, eventually move out, and I could, you know, it's a job, do you know what I mean? So like, I get it, but at the same time, I don't know. Naturally, if I earned enough money, like to be financially secure in YouTube, I would stop OnlyFans, just because I wouldn't need it, but like I just, like 80% of me is comfortable doing it, but obviously there is a little bit that's a bit like, I don't love being like, yeah, I have an OnlyFans. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though I'm not doing nudes and like stuff like that, it's not got an amazing reputation, which I'm sort of stuck between two minds of does that matter? No. Does it also matter? Maybe. Like it's a bit of a tricky one. This is not answering the question, but yeah, I might start a Patreon and do exclusive content and stuff like that, but I'm in two minds at the moment. But yeah, best things and worst things. I've met some amazing people on my OnlyFans, and honestly it's so lovely, because one of the good things about OnlyFans is that I can speak to people who watch my content a lot of the time, because a big part of them come from my reaction channel and from this particular channel, and I can speak to them properly, because for example, if I wanted to reply to all the comments on my videos, which I really try really hard to do, I sit down, I read them all, I like the majority of them, I'll reply to them, but obviously I upload daily, I upload twice here, I get a fair amount of comments and it's difficult to be able to look through them all, and sometimes it's nice just being able to have a chat with you. Like I like being able to do that. It's a lot easier to do that on OnlyFans because I can check and I've got a certain amount of messages and I can go through them individually, whereas on comments it's very difficult, do you know what I mean? So I think that's one of the best things. I think that's really nice. And like I said, the worst things are probably the reputation that OnlyFans have, because I think when I tell people I have an OnlyFans, they immediately think, oh, nudes, porn. It's not like that. I'm literally, if you follow me on Instagram, you basically have a very like calmed down version of my OnlyFans. Like it's not that different. So probably the reputation and stuff like that. But like I said, it's with everything there's pros and cons. How did you publicize your account? I found this really interesting because when I was doing it for a video, I publicized it because I don't know what that was. I publicized it because I wasn't ashamed or embarrassed, because obviously it was for a video. Once I started it up again, I spoke about it a few times on YouTube and Twitter, but I didn't really post it anywhere else. And then it got to the point where I was trying to keep it a secret for the longest time, and I was just because obviously I was ashamed of it, but it got to the point where I was like, do you know what? It's slowly coming out, so I just started posting it everywhere. I speak about it on my Instagram, on my Twitter, on Snapchat. I used to, not too much anymore, just because that's mainly like friends and stuff. And a few of my friends or like people that I used to go to school with or like college or anything like that, I've also clocked to like subscribe to it, and I'm like, I go through like, I might wake up in the morning and go like, oh, let's see if I have any new subscribers, and I've like seen names from like college and I'm like, Or the best thing is when I'm going through my YouTube comments and people are really dissing me, being like, oh my gosh, she has an OnlyFans, and then I check my OnlyFans and I've got 3 new subscribers and the names are the exact same people, and I'm like, you're complaining that I have an OnlyFans because I'm a hoe and I'm a whore and this and that, and then you're literally subscribing to it. What? So yeah, the only place I don't really like post it are places like Snapchat and Facebook, because it's just like family and friends who like don't need to, you know, who know about it but like don't need to subscribe to it. Is yours still up and running? Yes, it is still up and running. I post 2-3 times a week maybe. I didn't realise that you could schedule out posts. I've had OnlyFans for almost a year, maybe over a year. I didn't know that you could schedule posts. So I think I'm gonna start having a bit more of a schedule to it. So yeah, it's still up and running. Did you keep it quiet from people you knew? Like I said, I told my friends about it because I was in two split minds of carrying on or not, and they were all insanely supportive. Most of them were insanely supportive. Me and one of my close guy friends had a massive argument about it. I don't think he knows that I still have it. But we're still friends, it's fine. My boyfriend knows about it. My boyfriend does not give a shit. Like so many people. I made a TikTok the other day that was the I can't remember the audio now. It's like, cause your boyfriend's a bitch, and it was like, oh my god, your boyfriend won't let you have an OnlyFans? Yeah, cause your boyfriend's a bitch. Like, it was a joke. Like, I could completely understand why your partner would not want you to have an OnlyFans. My boyfriend just is very supportive and doesn't mind that I have an OnlyFans, because again, I don't post nudes or anything like that. And I've said to him before, like, oh my god, this guy's asked me for this, and he's like, oh my god, are you gonna do it? And I'm like, no, and he's like, why? 100 quid. And I'm like, dickhead, like, it's like a joke, do you know what I mean? It's not a thing, like, we joke around about it. He doesn't mind. If he minded, then it would definitely be a conversation to have, and, you know, if you respect your partner, you know, you have that conversation. What's your age? This is not about OnlyFans, but I'm 21. And I feel like that was a really long rambling video, so I'm gonna stop here. There are a few more questions, but I might do a part 2 or just another, like, you know, let's talk about OnlyFans Q&A. So if you have any more questions that I haven't answered, please make sure to either DM me or comment on this video, so that when I have the new video, I can just go through these comments and I can answer them. Oh, so much hay fever. Like I said, if you do want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, the link is below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I upload twice a week on this channel and daily on my reaction channel. So make sure to follow me, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye!